Welcome to Anime Recap. Today I'm going to show you a action, drama anime from 2021, titled Tokyo Revengers. I will cover the first episode, and beware it will contain spoilers. The episode starts off showing what looks to be an apartment with trash, food, and magazines laying around the whole apartment. Next it shows what the news is broadcasting, and the news reporter is talking about the Tokyo Manji Gang and how innocent victims are now getting involved. One of the victims that died that days was named to be Tachibana Hinata, and when the main character hears her name being said, he gets a surprised look on his face. We then find out that Tachibana Hinata was his first and only girlfriend. Next we found out the main character's name is Hanagaki Takemichi, and he has arrived at a train station, and he begins contemplating his life and how it ended up like this, by saying he never thought his life would be like this, and how he lives in a crappy apartment with walls as thin as paper, and how his manager at his job treats him like a moron even though Takemichi is older, and how punks on the street pick a fight with him, and how he's still a virgin. While at the train station someone from behind pushes him in the train tracks, and next thing you know he ends up back in middle school not knowing what happened and seeing his old friends. Next Takemichi checks his pocket and finds a flip phone, and he sees the date and it says it's July 4th, 2005, and he then realizes this is 12 years before the train station incident. He still only thinks this is his life flashing before his eyes, back from the train incident. This can only conclude he went back in time. Takemichi and his friends are talking about how they are happy that one of Takemichi's cousin is a leader of a middle gang because they want to get in a fight with a rival middle school gang, and saying all they have to do is name drop his cousin's name and people will back off. Takemichi then gets a worried look on his face because his friends want to fight but he hasn't fought in 10 years. Takemichi then gets a flashback from the other kids his friends want to fight, and his friends calls them fancy little city boys, but the flashback shows Takemichi and his friends getting beat up. We then find out that Takemichi cousin Masaru, who is supposedly their leader but he is just their errand boy. Then Takemichi and his friends all get beat up by the rival middle school gang just like his flashback said. Takemichi then realizes that Hinata is alive because he is 12 years in the past, then goes to her house because he forgot what she looks like. Then Takemichi is in the park and sees 3 kids picking a fight with one smaller kid and goes to step up for him. It turns out it's Hinata's little brother. Takemichi then tells him he needs to stand up for himself when guys like that pick on him, and he then proceeds to take notes of what Takemichi is telling him. He then tells Hinata's younger brother, whose name is Naoto, that 12 years in the future that his sister and him are going to die, and for him to remember the date July 1st, 2017, and to protect his sister. Takemichi then touches Naoto's hand and it triggers him to wake up back in the present time. But this time Naoto isn't dead and says he was the one that saved him from getting hit by the train. The episode ends by Naoto saying he did everything he could to save his sister, but she still ended up dead, and asking for Takemichi's help since Takemichi saved Naoto's life. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below what you want me to recap next.